Good morning, everybody. This is Pastor Patty with your Monday check-in for July 6th. I hope you had an awesome 4th of July weekend and ready for what looks like another warm week around here. The Bible verse I picked today, I picked purposely because over the past week or so, I think we've just been watching the chaos in our world grow and grow and grow. And I find it disturbing. I find it alarming. And I just keep wondering, what can we do to make change? What can we do as disciples and followers of Christ to make a difference? And it just seems like we're in the midst of this storm, and what do we do? Well, I got to be honest. As if you're not on Facebook, you get memories that are shared with you. And about a couple of days or so ago, I received a memory about a time our youth took a trip, and I wanted to share that story with you. They went to Creation, and it's pretty rough up there. It's very rugged. At least that's what I'm told. I haven't actually stayed. But when they were there on a Tuesday getting ready for their week there, a storm rolled in over the mountain on a Tuesday evening. And it rolled in pretty fast. There was very little warning, and it was extremely windy. There was bad thunder and lightning, terrible rain. And to try to save as much of their belongings as they could, our youth and their leaders literally held down their tarps so that they were saved. They had food that was ruined. They lost most of their paper products. Sleeping bags and clothing were soaked. Tents were caved in. Now, I never saw it, but this is what was shared with me. But in the midst of that storm, they were scared and so scared. But we had advisors who have a faith in God that's unbelievable. And they got these youth through that. And not only that, they didn't throw in the towel and say, we're out of here, that's too much, which is what I might have done. They were in contact with us here at home. And as a team, as a community of faith, it all worked out. And they had a good week. And I got to be honest with you. I think the youth to this day appreciate the fact that they had leaders that were faithful in Christ who supported them and kept them there and showed them what it means to be calm in the midst of a storm. So you might be saying, great story, but how does that relate to us? I think that in March, we had a storm that rolled over our mountains, and I think it's lasted a long time, and I don't think it's going anywhere. We've gone from our looking at our pandemic situation to looking at racial issues and all of these things that, and as the media, we just get bigger and bigger. And with social media, we get people who are willing to throw out opinions. And sometimes I even wonder if they just don't throw things out to stir that pot a little bit. But what do? Do we stay that silent group of Christians that don't say anything? Or are we like these youth leaders who stood up and said, we got this. It's going to be all right. We'll take things one step at a time. That's what I think. I think as we look at our church, we have so many possibilities starting with us here that we can show the world as a community and as individuals what it means to be Christians and what it means to have peace in the midst of this chaotic world. So what I say to you is, as you're looking at social media, as you're listening to the news, as you're talking to your neighbors, show what it means to be a Christian. This week we have one of our own getting married here in the church. That's a huge step, having a church wedding in today's society. That doesn't happen very often. We have families that are making the time to come together in the midst of a really hot day for a family time to play in the water and have fun like we did yesterday. And it would have been much easier to sit home in the air conditioning and watch the TV or play those video games. We have people who are taking the time to do really good things for their neighbors and not expecting them to come out and talk with the COVID, but taking things and dropping them off and making sure that they feel loved. And we have people who are able to start to come back to church. And we have people watching church online, which tells us in this day in society, there are so many Christians out there ready to make a difference. I ask that you remember 1 Thessalonians, easy for me to say, 4:11. From the Message, it says, stay calm. I encourage you to pray for peace in this chaotic world, but more importantly, pray for strength as an individual Christian. Pray for strength as a church family as we start this journey with Pastor Nate, and know we've got awesome things coming ahead of us. God bless, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.